pride so I don't do distractions. I'm coming back in.
Man, oh man.
Football is back.
Football is back. It's the preseason, and man, who do we got a banger for y'all? This came out a few days ago. I think we did a video. That was actually our first video to hit 1,000 views. Make sure you guys go back and hit that. It was the best players, or the best, QB, I'll say. The old one was the players. This is just for QBs. Best QB 25 or younger. And then you got Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, all that other good stuff. But hey, man, let's not waste no time. And yo, what it do? It's your boys, Juice and Lou, and we back here with another reaction video. So, let's find out who the best quarterback is, 25 or younger. Let's go ahead and see.
It's kind of this notion out there from last year that Justin Herbert, statistically was better in all different categories. I mean, he played one more game in the regular season than Joe Burrow did, but I look through all the numbers: completion percentage over expectation, adjusted completion percentage, accuracy percentage, big throw percentage, on target percentage. All of that belongs to Joe Burrow. I mean, when he fits tight window throws, he does it with accuracy. So I think when you break down certain parts of their game, big throws, accuracy, timing, all of those things to make, such an explosive offense as the Cincinnati Bengals had. That's why I go with Joe Burrow in this one. And it's not to say anything really wrong about Justin Herbert. I'm just trying to nitpick here because both of them are tremendous quarterbacks. Both of them are going to get paid. Both of them are going to be, the next 1-2, whether it's, becoming the category of Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, who are constantly going, head to head with both of those guys. These two will be the next.
I'm going Lamar Jackson, and I guess I'm just going to be the guy that's on this limb all day. Don't get me wrong. I love both of these dudes. I remember when the top 10 quarterbacks came out, and I think Joe Burrow was 5, and maybe Justin Herbert was 6. I only wanted to push those guys back to add Lamar Jackson to my top 5. And when you look at who these guys are and you think about their ages, Joe Burrow's actually older than Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrow also has a Heisman, as does Lamar Jackson. At this point in Lamar Jackson's career, he was also unanimous MVP. Joe Burrow's not. Justin Herbert is not. Early on in our argument, Mad Dog tried to say...
Yes.
Was it unanimous?
It was unanimous.
Actually, yeah, I think it was. Yeah,
it was unanimous.
Or Mad Dog said the reason that Joe Burrow was ranked above Lamar Jackson was because he had playoff wins and he had led a team to a Super Bowl. Last I checked, Justin Herbert hasn't even been to the playoffs. And so...
Thank you. I've been waiting for somebody to say this. I've been waiting for somebody other than me to say this. Why are we ranking Justin Herbert over Lamar Jackson when the bar is so high because of Patrick Mahomes that you have to win a Super Bowl, you have to do this, you have to make the playoffs, you got to do this, you got to do that. Justin Herbert hasn't done any of that. He just has good stats.
But Justin Herbert is also in the same division as Patrick Mahomes.
What does that mean?
I mean, you brought up you got to be like Patrick Mahomes. It's kind of hard to be like him and be better than him going against him twice a year.
The Chargers the past 2 years were supposed to be the second best team in that division.
Were they not?
They weren't playing like it, especially not with last year when they had the better team, overall team than the Raiders.
They weren't really healthy though.
Who, the Chargers?
Yeah. They haven't had Derwin for 2 to 3 years. They finally got him back.
Well,
and
see how that goes.
I'm pretty sure Joey was in and out. Some of their linebackers, definitely their linebacking core was injured though, for sure. But their offense always been solid though. It's really their defense is either hurt or just inconsistent.
It's just the fact
and it's hard to like you talked about. Patrick Mahomes in the division. It's kind of hard to guard the Chiefs back then. Well, we'll just have to see how it is this year, but
I just know if Joe Burrow only has a case because he took his team to the Super Bowl. That's it. That's one good year.
I think he would still have a case if they lost to Kansas City.
Why? Because got the AFC Championship.
I mean, it's better than what.
That's
Lamar
the
took.
case. Okay.
No, you said Super Bowl. I'm saying I think he would still have the case even if he
Yeah,
did
he
go
would
to
still
Super
have
Bowl.
the case, but it
Like,
wouldn't
if
be.
he-
It wouldn't be as much as it is now. But Lamar Jackson.
So I think we're always, and this is what we do. It's our jobs. We will find our own ways to quantify why such and such player is what we say they are. When I look at Lamar Jackson, I believe he's revolutionized the quarterback position even more so than what we saw Michael Vick do. We've also seen him be highly successful, albeit regular season, with this style of play. Having AFC North championships, finding ways to be the MVP, having this team sitting at week 10 atop the AFC North with a battery or with a ton of injuries. And so to me, with what Lamar Jackson has accomplished to this point in his career and who Lamar Jackson has been in his 4 years in the NFL, it's hard for me to say that either of these two men have accomplished what Lamar has done. Now, you ask me what happens when they're 28th, we can revisit this conversation. But for right now, Lamar Jackson has done much more in this league to me than both of these young men.
Joe Burrow went to a Super Bowl last year.
I understand that. I understand that, wholeheartedly. I understand it 100%. And I'm not saying that I don't think Joe Burrow is an extremely good player. And, we can sit here and nitpick about wins and going to Super Bowl. Joe Flacco also won a Super Bowl. I played against Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco wasn't that good. And I'm not saying that.
Whoa. Joe Flacco had that crazy run. What was it, 11-2 in the postseason? I think it was 11-2 or 13-2.
You gotta realize he played for the Steelers. He has to say that. I can't
What
even be
are
mad
you
at
talking
that.
about right now, though?
I can't.
I guess he's saying that because he's retired, but he would probably say the same thing if he was playing. I bet you T.J. Watt recognized how good Lamar is.
Yeah.
Okay then, I'm talking about he's a Steelers.
Joe Burrow is not. I'm not saying that Joe Burrow wasn't a large part of his team getting into the Super Bowl, but in saying I hate even doing this, in saying he outplayed Patrick Mahomes in the second half of the Kansas City Chiefs AFC Championship, that was because of Lou Anarumo. In saying that he went to Tennessee and got a win on the road, that was because of Ryan Tannehill's bad play and great play by the defense of Lou Anarumo. And so, and also understand in the Raiders game, it was the big stop, Jared Carr not throwing the ball into the end zone. And a lot of the big plays made are Joe Burrow, his ability to stand and take sacks and stand in the fire, get 9 sacks and never change on the sideline. I think all of those things are great. I think Joe Burrow is a top 6 quarterback.
Got it.
I'm not arguing about that. But I think when it comes to Lamar Jackson and his successes, right? And his successes, we always point to playoff wins. When before going to the AFC Championship and getting Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen didn't have those things. And so I think that we have to stop moving the goalposts on Lamar Jackson and focus on what he has accomplished. And to me, what he has accomplished, at least individually, is more than what these young men have accomplished. And they've only played 2 years. I also think there's more around them from a passing standpoint, which we continue to speak of as to say why they are better. That's just my decision.
Real quick, because I know we got to go to break. No one's mentioning Kyler Murray. No one's mentioning the Cardinals at all. And I'm just curious. He got that big contract. I'll come to you on this, Mad Dog. And then, obviously, they were kind of world beaters to start the season last year. And then, obviously, they trailed off when the wide receiver got hurt, DeAndre Hopkins.
Right.
But, what is the ceiling for this Arizona Cardinals team and Kyler Murray?
I think the Cardinals go into the year with a lot of question marks. I mean, he was awful at the end of last year. Christmas Day against the Colts, took himself out of the game against the Rams in the postseason. They had to put Colt McCoy in there. The contractual scenario, the study hall, which I know the Cardinals rescinded. The coach is not Lombardi. They have a lot of issues, the Cardinals. I'd be very worried about them starting of the year.
This is my thing.
Go ahead.
When people talk about the top 10 quarterbacks, and they have Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow ahead, but those are the same people that have Lamar Jackson first in these type of lists. Why? What's the difference? Ryan Clark, for
He doesn't have them ahead. He said he doesn't have them ahead.
No, in top, and
he doesn't have Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert over Lamar. He's been on. No, he doesn't. He said that he doesn't.
He said
he's
Joe Burrow, the
6.
top 6 quarterback. He's had him at 7 before. He's had
Lamar
Lamar at 7. Yes. Now he said he's better than Herbert, but not over Burrow. But I'm saying, like, if Lamar's the best player under 25, why is he not better than Burrow in the top 10 quarterback list?
Because he's not.
He's
Lamar
going
into this season. He's not
going into the season.
I mean, this is what it's
Obviously.
based off.
I mean,
It's 2022. Bro, here's my thing, though. I'm going to speak real quick. So, Lamar definitely revolutionized the game, right? So, in doing so, he hasn't had any success in the postseason, like they talked about, but he has success in the regular season. So, my thing is, how much did he revolutionize the game? Like, how much did he revolutionize the game if he can't get playoff success? Granted, it's been, 3 seasons?
3.
Yeah, so this is going to be his 4th actual start, or 5th actual start for the whole season at quarterback. So we'll see what he does this season. I think it would have to be this year. But the roster, I saw it in the previous videos. I really don't like the wideouts right now they got to help him get to that level. Granted, in your division, it's not really a superstar corner besides Denzel Ward, but you can run. Well, I don't know about the Steelers, but every other team you can probably run the ball pretty successfully on. So you really don't need to have the superstar wideout right now. But when playoffs come, when you play in the Bills, the Chiefs, possibly we don't know how good the Dolphins will be, the Chargers if they make it this year with all the talent they got. I mean, you're gonna need Lamar's gonna need someone because Mark Andrews, yeah, he's great. He's a great tight end in the league, but he can only do so much. Just like Travis Kelce this year. They're only going to be able to do so much.
Yeah. To me, Lamar Jackson is the best player, 25 or younger, just because he's doing more with less. He's doing more with less.
On
That's all I gotta
offense.
say. Yeah.
But Joe Burrow is leading more.
Huh?
He's leading better than Lamar is.
Leading better than Lamar?
Bro, they was terrible without Joe Burrow in the lineup. I don't think they won a game when he went down.
Did we win a game?
Yes, y'all won some. Come on, bro. Y'all was competitive, bro. Gave the Packers a run for their money. Gave the Steelers a run for their money. Who else? No, y'all got blown out by the Bengals.
Packers suck.
The Packers sucked? They were number 1 last year.
Packers defense sucked. The Packers was hurt. The Packers defense was hurt.
They were number 1 still, though.
The Packers defense was probably mid. Well, first off, Tyler Huntley was playing like that because nobody had film on Huntley.
Oh my God.
Let's just get that out the way. And then we beat the Bears, but we didn't think Lamar Jackson was going to be out for the season. He was out because he was sick that one time. And plus, the Bears are the Bears. So we beat the Bears.
They almost lost to the Bears.
And we almost lost to the Bears. Let that sink in. And then after that, Lamar comes back. He goes down in the Browns game. Almost won that Browns game.
See what I'm saying?
We were competitive in these games, but we would have won those games if Lamar Jackson was playing.
I mean, okay, what does that have to do with the Bengals when they lost Joe Burrow? They weren't competitive in any games.
We got
but
completely
y'all were competitive.
worse. We didn't win a game. We didn't win a game.
Y'all did win some games or 2 games.
We only won that one game, and that was before that stretch where Lamar actually was out for the season. The only game we won was the Bears when Lamar was sick, and then he came back. I'm talking about the stretch where we found out he was not going to come back. We did not win a single game.
No. All right. So, all right. We'll see this season. I mean, I think if you're talking about just the position, Now, we talking about revolutionizing the game. Lamar definitely, like I already said, over all the other quarterbacks. But we still don't know if that's winning football.
Yeah.
We still don't know yet. So we'll see. But like I already said, I don't like the Ravens' chances to win because wide out in the playoffs will matter. Because Mark Andrews will get double teamed if it comes down to it.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. But hey, man, that's gonna wrap up this video. Let us know what you guys think down below. Who's the best quarterback, 25 years old or younger? Let us know what you guys think. Hey, if I see anybody say Kyler Murray, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. But until the next video, it's your boys Juice and Lou, and we out of here. Peace.